Friday night at 9:30 can only mean one thing, and it's time to do a Friday Night Oddsmakers. All right, Friday Night Oddsmakers, here we go. Slick and Aaron, Week 12 in the NFL, and here on stage with us representing the audience is Jim, otherwise known as Aaron's dad. Here we go, Dad.
Come on, Dad.
Here we go, Dad. We ready? Ready to take her down here?
I don't know about that.
You just relax up there.
Hey.
All right, here we go. Everybody's going to pick 4 games, college or pro. It's up to them. We'll post these picks on our social media. Right now, I believe, I don't have the records in front of me, but I believe Aaron is still ahead by quite a couple games, 6 or 8 games. I think she's up on Slick.
Ahead.
How many?
10.
All right, 10 games ahead, Slick, so you got some work to do.
I do.
And the audience is hovering around a little under 500, I believe, so maybe Dad can bring that up this week. So, Slick, I'll come to you first. Game number 1, where are we going?
NCAA, like always, Big D, Week 13, 3:30 in the afternoon. Texas taking on Arkansas. You got the line on that one? 8.5 points, Big D.
Okay.
I'm rolling with the
I don't even know your games. How do I have the line?
Well, I didn't know. Okay, well, 8.5 points is the line, Big D. I know I was a little late on my picks. I apologize. Listen, Texas all-time 57-23. They have the edge. Arch Manning coming off a big loss last week. They got a beat down from Georgia, 35-10. But I think they bounced back with a big win. I really like Texas. Arkansas at 2-8. They're kind of just mailing in the season. But Texas is trying to keep their very dim college football playoffs alive. They're on the outside looking in. They're in a must-win situation. Got to win their last 3 games. I see desperation. Desperation is going to equal a big win for them. I'm going to take Texas laying 8.5 with Arch Manning.
All right, Texas minus 8.5 over Arkansas. 3:30 on Saturday is game number 1 for Slick. Aaron, where are you going for game number 1?
Game number 1 for me, I'm going to go to Oregon. I'm going to take Oregon over USC, minus 9.5 at home. There's no denying that both USC and Oregon are great teams, but I'm going to take the home dogs here. Oregon's going to lean heavy on their ground game since USC is a little softer against the run than the pass, and the Ducks defense is very elite right now. They know how to slow the run down. They're great against the pass as well, and I just don't think USC is going to be able to keep up. They're going to play hard, but I think they're going to end up giving up towards the end of the game.
All right, Oregon minus 9.5 at home over USC is Aaron's game number 1. All right, Dad, where are we going for game number 1?
All right, Big D, we're going to stay out in the great Northwest, and we're going to stay in Oregon with the Mighty Ducks giving 9.5.
Yep. You're going to take Oregon too?
Oh,
Yes, I am.
Look
So
at that.
you're with Aaron on
Wow.
this one.
Duck, goose.
That's it, a little ground and pound for quarterback Dante Moore.
Okay.
All right, he's got 3 running backs he utilizes for a ground control game, notably Noah Whittington and Jordan Davison. Oregon for the win.
All right, Oregon to
Nice.
cover 9.5.
I like your thinking, Dad.
You guys will watch that game in peace, I guess. You'll both be rooting for the same side.
Happy
All right, very good.
Thanksgiving. Yes, to all of you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
It'll be a nice one.
Dad,
so.
could you pass the turkey? Yeah. Get it yourself.
All right, let's go game number 2. Slick, where are we going?
Well, we got to go to the NFL, Big D. It's Week 12. Can you believe it's Week 12 already? I cannot. 1 p.m. in Detroit. We got the Giants at 2-9 taking on the 6-4 Detroit Lions, whose record doesn't reflect how good a team I think they actually are. They've had a couple of rough games. They're laying a lot of chalk, but I like them laying 12.5, Big D. Jared Goff, coming off that loss to Philly, tough loss on Monday night where they couldn't get much done. I think they're going to be looking to set a big example. 2,490 yards passing, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. No Jackson Dart for the Giants. He'll be out. Jameis Winston, not exactly my cup of tea. I think he's going to be running for his life. That Detroit defensive line is excellent. They'll get after it. Dan Campbell will have his boys ready. They need a big win, so I'm taking Detroit laying a big 12.5.
All right, Detroit minus 12.5 over New York, 1 o'clock on Sunday. Aaron, game number 2, where are you going?
Game number 2 for me, we're going to go to Green Bay. I'm going to take the Vikings over Green Bay, getting 6.5 on the road. Although it is a little hard to get behind the Vikings with their quarterback situation right now, the Packers are just not really playing that great, scoring only 26 points against the Panthers and the Eagles combined, and they just let the Giants hang around. They're 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 as a favorite. Jordan Love is 1-3 in career starts against the Vikings also, and I think the Minnesota defense is going to keep them in this game and keep them closer than a lot of people think.
All right, Minnesota plus 6.5. Big NFC North matchup. Minnesota plus 6.5 over Green Bay for Aaron's game number 2. Jim, where are we going for game number 2?
Okay, game number 2. Let's address the white elephant in the room right now.
Oh.
We're going out to Arrowhead.
Aha! Aaron, mute your mic.
No.
Going to Kansas
I will not be
City.
silenced.
There is no doubt I am taking the Kansas City Chiefs for the win.
Oh.
That's a good pick.
-3 at home. There is absolutely no scenario that I would ever take Daniel Jones over a 3-time Super Bowl champion, Patrick Mahomes.
There you go.
Wow.
That's a good pick.
That's a good pick
It is a
right
good-
there.
very good.
I like
Very
that
good pick.
I actually like that pick because how is Kansas City? I mean, I know they're Kansas City, but Indianapolis comes in at what, 8-2? Kansas City 5-5. Kansas City, some say, are maybe looking out on the outside, looking into the playoffs here. So they definitely need this win. Kansas City -3 at home. All right, it's a good one. I like that pick.
You like it when my dad picks the Chiefs, huh?
Well, because he's an actual Chiefs fan. He's not a phony like you tried to be by wearing your jersey. That's all. That's
okay.
the only
I thought he
difference.
was a Giants fan.
Game number 3.
Check, please.
Right.
Check, please. Happy Thanksgiving.
Crazy.
Slick, game number 3. Where are you going?
All right, Big D. Well, I'm going to take on. Well, we're going to go to Vegas, Big D. Why not? Where the Cowboys spend a week, Monday night there. Well, we got the 2-8.
The only way you'll be going there.
Well, that's for sure. It's neither sphere nor there, according to that poll last night. That's for sure. We got 2-8 versus 2-8. I don't think this game is going to be all that great, but Cleveland taking on Vegas. I'm going to take Cleveland +3.5 on the road. Shador Sanders in his first NFL start. I think he's going to do good. His father, the greatest defensive player of all time at cornerback, and former Dallas Cowboy Deion Sanders. I think he's going to be in his dad's emanation and role. And I like Myles Garrett with 15 sacks, looking to actually set a record to tie Mark Gastineau for the quickest amount of sacks in 11 games in NFL history. Also, the great Reggie White's in that number. So I think it's going to be an easy win for Cleveland, and they're getting 3.5 on the road. Vegas doesn't seem to have anything going. Pete Carroll looks like he's in trouble. Geno Smith, the Jets are glad they got rid of him. Not that they're doing too well with what they have now, but Geno Smith is long gone, right? So, yeah, give me that. Geno Smith, 12 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. And against the Cleveland defense, what could possibly go right for Vegas? Give me Cleveland +3.5.
Cleveland +3.5. Odds makers think this is going to be a real barn burner. The over/under the game is 36. Jesus.
Defense.
Aaron, where are you going? Game number 3.
Game number 3, I'm going to shake things up here. Dad, I'm sorry to say, I'm not going to take the Chiefs this time. I'm going to take the Colts plus, it's a 3 or 3.5.
Nice.
It's what'd you take? -3, right?
I saw 3.5. You better check that line, Big D. This
It's
is a big
3
game.
for your dad, and it's 2.5 for you. So
Wow. That's, no. I'm going to take the 3.
Okay.
And I'm still going to take the Colts here. I'm only picking them just because I'm tired of you guys ragging on me every week after week because I like the Chiefs. I'm going to take the Colts because I do think they are going to keep this close. Ooh. The Chiefs are not playing like the Super Bowl team that we know them to be. Their defense hasn't been that great the past few games, and every time I pick the Chiefs, they lose. So I'm going to pick the Colts. I don't think they're going to win, but I think they're going to keep it close.
All right.
Okay.
Indy plus the 3 over Kansas City. That'll be, 1 o'clock. That should be funny.
Appointment television.
I'll set up a camera in our living room.
All right, Dad. Where are we going? Game number 3.
Pass the applesauce, please. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Let's go out to the great state of Ohio with the Patriots versus the Bengals.
Okay.
What is a tough game?
All right, we've got -7
Yep.
with the Patriots. I will be taking the Patriots. They are 7-3-1 against the spread this year.
They have been very good against the spread, and they look like they're back. I mean, Drake
Yes.
May, and this team looks like it's back. 9-2 on the year. On the road, they're going to Cincinnati, and you're going to lay the 7 with New England, a total in that game of 51. So you could see some points in that game. And New England knows how to put the points up on the board. So, all right, very good. New England -7 is game number 3. Final game. Slick, cut it. Let us know. Game 4. Where are you going?
Prime time, Big D. I'm going to Inglewood.
Inglewood.
Yes, indeed. SoFi Stadium. There we go to California. Big game. Tampa Bay Bucks visiting the LA Rams. LA Rams 8-2, looking good. And the Bucks are 6-4. They're hanging around for their own division. So I tell you, I like Baker Mayfield. 2,365 yards passing, 17 TDs to only 3 picks. I mean, Matthew Stafford having a little better season. 25-57, 27 touchdowns to only 2 picks. He's having an MVP year. But the the Rams, they've just been getting out of games, and I really think that Baker Mayfield's going to go in with a chip on his shoulder. He did play for the Rams 3 years ago, and you remember, I think he's out to show Sean McVay what he lost when he let him walk. But obviously, he didn't do too bad with Matthew Stafford. But I'm going to take the Bucs on the road. I like the 6.5. I think if nothing else, that game will be with less than a touchdown. Should be a tight game and definitely appointment television, 8:20 on ABC.
All right, Tampa Bay plus
NBC.
6.5. Game 4 for Slick. Aaron, what's your game number 4?
Game number 4 for me, I'm going to go to Inglewood, and I'm going to take the Rams here over Tampa Bay, minus 6.5 at home. I'm going against everyone today, it seems. The Rams are in a good spot here. They're playing at home for the second week in a row. They beat out the Seahawks. Yes, they only just got away, but going into this game, they rank 8th in total offense, and they're playing great on defense as well. They're one of the most balanced programs in the NFL, and Tampa doesn't really play well against tougher opponents like we saw last week with Buffalo, against New England, the Lions, Philly, a little shaky, and they lost their last 3 out of 4, all against top 10 offensive teams, I think Tampa's going to fight hard, but I don't think they're going to be able to fight hard enough.
All right, very good. LA minus the 6.5 for Aaron. You're against Slick there. Jim, where are we going? Game 4.
We're staying in SoFi Stadium.
Uh-oh.
Inglewood.
It's a popular spot Sunday night.
Sure is. I mean, come over.
I will be on Aaron's side for this one. I will be taking the Rams, minus 7, against the Buccaneers. 35% of the Buccaneers roster is on the injury report. That's 18 players listed on the injury report, including their quarterback. But we know Baker's banged up anyway, but you know how he plays. He powers right through it. As far as Matthew Stafford, obviously we know the year that he's having, 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Devontae Adams, 10 touchdowns. Puka Nacua off the charts when he's playing, and he's got Tyler Higbee as well at tight end.
Like Kevin, I'll take the banged up Baker.
All right. So you both have the Rams minus 6.5. Slick's got Tampa Bay plus 6.5. All right, there's your Friday night odds makers.
Whoa.